What's going on, guys? Jim here. We're back, and before I start telling you about this duel, real tired, and I was just like, I played like I was drunk, to be perfectly honest with you. But I put together a Sam deck real quick, and he just goes first and then just ends his turn. And I was like, cool, thanks very much. So I go, then I grab the whoever's, and he summons Grandma, and I'm like, yay. So I was like, alright, this is where I'm drunk. I'm like, oh shit, one sec. I tweet United. So he takes back the Max C, and I was getting kind of pissed here. So I go, Elder, and he's like, okay, Max C. I was like, okay, cool. I don't really care. And he's like putting cards back, and I was just like, you're just retarded, stop. And so he throws another card on a normal summon, Kakamucha, and he puts it back and shuffles. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, whatever, I just draw two. I was going to say, like, I'll let him draw one more. I'll let him draw one off of this, and then maybe like one more for the Shin. So I'll just like bounce back the Grandmaster and then attack for 25 and then warning the Grand Ball if he brings it out. I have the Max C, don't really care about much. I thought he was cheating because he was like shuffling his hand and then putting a card back. He was just being a real like jerk the rest of this match. But the game one was actually kind of funny. You'll see in a little bit. But after the duel, he like he just like started like trash talking me. So I was just like, chain here, heavy storm, and he was like, okay. I think he just e-calls, grabs like a Stratos, and then just ends. Or no, he grabs, what does he grab? Yeah, he grabs the Stratos. So he summon, gets the effect. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at this Max C. I'm like, hey, you're probably only useless unless I can chain into like the Miracle Fusion or Super Poly. I was like, okay. So I did that anyway. I didn't really care. I like getting away with things. I'm thinking to myself, alright, I should be able to win this. Game 1 took forever. So normal summon my Sanji. It's fine, special summon that, draw 2. And I'm figuring I have a bottomless, I have a deep prison, I can get around some things. Do I want to attack this? I wasn't sure how to play around this right away, and I don't have a complete extra deck, so I put this together in like 3 seconds. So instead of just attacking, I would rather him attack me and then waste. I get around like with a deep prison or something. He goes with something else, but he grabs like a fusion gate, and I'm just gonna MST the fusion gate. What I could have done, because I didn't expect a mass change, so he gets that out, and I didn't realize acid. I forgot acid existed. So that's where I completely misplayed. And not realizing that acid existed, and I could lose my deep prison extremely easily. So he gets rid of my deep prison. I was really, I was pleased, and he's contemplating. He finally attacks the Keyzone, which was the right move. But I drew the Monster Reborn, and I was like, I did it. So I wasn't sure what to grab. I was like, I can grab my Xian, I can grab anything else, I can XC something, or I can do something. But then I end up just kind of going for Xian, attacking with Sanji, destroying off Grandmaster. It was a long duel after this, especially for what that set card is. I'm not sure if I put this in the title yet, but you'll see. But I was definitely pleased. I was like, alright, I completely have card advantage over him, so I should be fine. And I should have even just attacked with Grandmaster first, and that's where another spot where I misplayed. And once I did it, I realized what happened. And then he flips a Penguin Soldier that he made act, and I was like, you son of a bitch. So I got Penguin Soldiered, and so it returns my Zanji and whatnot. So I just normal summon. No, I don't. Yeah, I was like, I accidentally kept hitting. I hit set instead of the normal summon, just because I was just misclicking. I'm kind of using my mouse on a wood table, so it was kind of quick. And then he did like calculations wrong, so I just quickly tell him that, and he's like, whatever. I forget what he does here. I think he's Cyber Dragons, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna lose. I think I draw Gateway, so I have to set. Hopefully, I draw a monster. I have to put in defense. Like I kept misclicking the entire time. But I draw that, and I was like, oh, absolutely. So Gateway, summon, boost, attack. So he's at 23, and I attack. And Irish, the reason I won the game. Really clutch right here because he sets a monster. I just farted and it felt good. So he sets a monster. I draw another Sam. Then he goes to, and then he Veilers the hand after I boost in hand. to 21, and I was like, I don't really care. Attack with Iru. There's a penguin soldier, so I told him, I said, read Iru. And then he was like, oh, well, I lose. I said, Spooty Dance, and I attacked for game. Game 2, I didn't really know what to side. I was like, I could have sided the D fissures now that I'm thinking about it, but I did that game 3. Max C's weren't really doing too much, so I was just like, what's the best that happens with the Max C? I go even, which is good, but it's not as effective as I want. And this game went a little rough, especially for the fact that I just drew all monsters, and I can get them all on the field, but if I lose them, it puts me in a really bad deficit, and my opponent just sets 3 cards, summons an alias. And I was like, oh, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. Dude, I didn't know what to do. Maybe he was going to warning the Kagamusha. I've had people do that. I was like, alright, he might Gemini Spark something. And I don't really care what, but I'd rather not, like, get, like, a mirror, like, do so, I don't even know. But, I was like, I could overlay, and then I was like, and so he's super polys, and he's super polys with my Grandmaster. And I was like, alright, I don't really care. But then he gets out his big guy with big butt, the Gaia, and then halves my stupid, and then I'm like, okay, I don't really care. And then I started like misclicking. I was like, ah, everything was like real stupid. So I just go Barkion. He warnings. I expected a warning somewhere in there. It's heroes. So I set the MST and the thing, and I'm like, all right, D prison. I should have just MST'd that, and that could have just like sealed the game for me. I don't know. I was thinking, I said, if it's a judgment, I'm going to be pleased, and that's how I lost this game. Because he's just like 2200. I was thinking there's nothing really in this deck. I can get a D prison maybe, but that's not really going to help me win. If I get D prison, then I'm warning something. I draw a monster. I have advantage. That'd be good, but at the same time, I just wasn't drawing anything. I just think I draw a Kageki next turn. I had to get rid of something that he can't activate. So I able to see that other row, and he just mind controls. I lose game 2. Then this time I'm like, all right, let's get rid of this. Maybe I haven't seen a Miracle Fusion. Maybe sides him in. I don't know what he's doing. If he sided out mass changes or whatnot. But I opened up fairly well in this game. I grabbed the Kageki, and I was afraid to even like play Kageki at this point. I don't really like Kageki at all. I think the card's like, just for me personally, it always gets Veilered, but it didn't get Veilered at this point. I really like that, so I just go into Sheehan. So I have Sheehan and Nikizan on board. I set the 2. I don't set the bottomless, and I was like, all right, so he heavy storms at a gate. E-call. Now I'm still okay because I have a D prison. The only reason like I'm okay with that is just because fuck heavy storm. So because I also have a warning set, so I can warning off the Stratos. It doesn't get any things. So now he's just down a lot of cards. I could either asceticism and get out of Zanji, because this is more of a kind of like the build that YCS Indy had. The guy where he played Iru, Zanji, 3 Kizan, 2 Kageki, and 3 Kagamusha with 1 Elder, and it's kind of like that. But I don't know. I didn't really want to like play anything because I was afraid of like a torrential. I was afraid of a lot of things. So yeah, that's about it for this, and yeah, that's about it. So my name is Jim11. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I haven't been around lately, but don't forget to come rate, subscribe, and even though rating doesn't exist, just thumbs up this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. My name is Jim11. Have a great day. Adios.